Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good morning. It's 9:27, about 3 minutes to the open of New York here on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, December the 5th. We are in the month of holidays. And watching this market, pre-market here, the Three Sisters. Let's take a look at the 30-minute Three Sisters here. Bottom of yesterday's range. You can see the low and the high from yesterday there, of course. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily inside days, right? Inside days right there, 1, 2, 3. And then the 30-minute charts are here. Three Sisters, 1 minute. We haven't opened yet, but we soon will. And this picture will change, sometimes fairly dramatically, of course, on the open as this new volume comes flying back into this thing. And, thanks to the North American participants, of course, and global players who like to dig into this futures market during regular trading hours in particular. This is the NASDAQ 30-minute zone chart, man. Part of my power grid that looks like this. Daily 30-minute and 1 minute chart on the right-hand side. So here's the 30. I'm just going to make it big. We'll look at it. See, we're kind of in the lower end of the range here. In the pre-market. This is the S&P, kind of mid-range, and then of course Dow dropped down here this morning, dropped down into this stuff and couldn't maintain itself or couldn't contain itself, and then has now flipped back up, at least for the time being. This market opens in about 50 seconds or so. I'll be putting you on pause, guys, cutting out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments, things of that nature to keep this video nice and tight. And we'll watch this thing develop and see if we can find a trade here today. 2 trades yesterday, both 2-hour winners, which was very nice. Doesn't always happen on a Monday, especially in this low VIX environment. Why don't we take a look at VIX while we're waiting here and see where we stand. There it is. Okay, we're up 2% today. So we're up, it's at 13.3, which is a very low VIX, right? As you've heard me talk about, a VIX below 20 makes it much more difficult, challenging for short-term day traders and scalpers in particular, in my experience. Certainly below 16, 17, and below 14 and below 13, which it has been for the last couple of weeks, it gets even tougher. We need movement to make money, and of course now we've just opened here on New York, guys. Let's go over to the 30-minute, or the 1 minute, pardon me, from the 30-minute. And there's the first candle opening now. I'll put you on pause for now. We'll let this thing play out. I don't typically trade in the first 10 minutes of the session. Occasionally I do if the setups are compelling, but I don't think that'll be happening today. Here we go. Pause. All right, guys, watching here the NASDAQ. Buy stop order, guys, right here above that wick. You see that there? Right there. Stop below. Trend continuation. I'll fix these markers here in a moment. And in, guys. In. Just playing with my own brackets here. Give me one moment. All right. Just going to clarify this a little bit here. There it is. Here's my entry. This is a trend continuation trade, guys. Pretty early here, 9:44. Although it's 14 minutes in, I typically don't trade for the first 10 minutes of the session. I think we can get back up here to beyond that piece right there. I'll put you on pause, set up my markers, and we'll talk more about this. Target 1 has been hit, guys. So the 1-hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. Target 2 has been hit, guys. Target 2 has been hit. 1.5 hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. As you can see, this is happening very quickly, so I'm just scrambling to get my markers in here, but I'm not going to complain when that happens for sure. One moment. There we go. And almost done here, guys. Almost done. And there it is, guys, target 3. As a matter of fact, it actually hit the full target here on my platform, but I always want to be very clear on these videos that the price targets were actually met. So I always wait for the candles to cross the targets. But there it is. All 4 models were profitable, guys. Nice way to start the day here on Tuesday. It's 9:52. We've got one trade under our belts. This is a trend continuation trade. Let me explain the trade to you. Big burst out of the gates here on the Nasdaq. Not the case on the S&P, if you remember. I'll take you back to the Three Sisters. You can see it here. Burst out of the gate, pull back, and then break above VWAP. Being above VWAP, positive moving average configuration. Nasdaq's looking very, very strong. Below VWAP on the S&P, I'm not interested. The Dow, of course, was the weakest horse. So I'm looking here to take the strongest horse. Who was that? That was the Nasdaq, waiting for the weight to come off of the S&P and the weight to come off of the pressure. Yeah, the weight to come off on the Dow. And as the weight comes off of these 2 weaker horses, if you will, the strongest one gets to burst. And that's exactly what happened. Bring you back here, of course. This is a very clean move here too. Consolidation after the burst higher on the open. A nice impulse up. Clean, orderly pullback. Clean opposite color candle, and then buying the break of the next one above both EMAs with a positive moving average configuration. You always hear me talk about being on the biased side of the EMAs, the correct side of EMAs for entries. It's part of my trade checklist, and it's something that I demand 99% of the time. There are exceptions, but I won't get into that now. Daily, nondescript, of course, it's an inside day, as I mentioned. The low is above the prior day's low, so we hadn't broken into a cascading downtrend. So daily's out of commission here. This is all about the 30-minute and the lower time frame and the interrelationship that we saw here on the Three Sisters. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for clicking the like button and for saying hi in the comments. I'm sure we'll see you again a little bit later. I appreciate you. Take care. Have an amazing day.